As promised, I'm giving you two programs for polymorphism. Now, these are going to be the programs which are going to be your practical assignment, right? I'm already giving you the assignments which you have to send it to me through emails, but these are the two programs that you're going to use it as a practical assignment, and refer these programs also for your lab exams whenever we have them. Also, please go through these programs when we have lab viva or when I take a viva online. However it's going to happen, we are not very clear about how things are going to work out in terms of examination, but we will see, right? So the programs which I have given you are very simple, right? And what I'm basically trying to do here is achieve polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, use virtual functions and pure virtual functions. So please do your programs, please do both the programs yourself, and if you face any problem while running the code, or if you're finding a problem understanding what exactly needs to be done, please revert to me and we can discuss and we can work it out. So the first program is to create a class called shape. Now the shape has to be a base class. You need to derive two classes from the base class, the rectangle class and the triangle class. The rectangle class will have the attributes length and breadth, whereas the triangle class will have the attributes base and height. Now what we need to do is, we need to calculate the area of the two figures. So when you create the objects of the rectangle class and the triangle class, those objects are going to calculate the area of the figures. Now, in order to calculate the area, you need to use display_area function, which should be declared as a virtual function in the base class, and you need to override this in the derived class. And when you're doing this, please create the objects dynamically. So you need to use the new and the delete operator to do this, right? Other thing that I've told you in the class today, please try and use the size of operator to see the size of the objects that you create when you declare the function as virtual. So you create a virtual function, the display area, and look at the size and remove the virtual keyword and then go back and look at the size. You should see a difference in the size, and the discussion we had this today. So a very simple program just to implement a virtual function. Now the second program which I've given is related to the pure virtual function. So we need to create a base class employee. Now this base class is basically going to be your abstract class, and the employee base class is going to have attributes name, phone number, email address and basic salary. So objective of this is to create objects in the derived class, right? And while you're creating the objects, you need to initialize all these data members. The derived class which are going to be created from the base class are going to be project manager, team leader and associate, right? So you need to create a pure virtual function in the base class, which you need to override in the derived class, and this pure virtual function in the base class should be named as total_salary. Now using this function, you need to calculate the total salary of all the three objects of the derived classes, that is the project manager object, the team leader object and the associate objects, using the formula given below. So you need to enter the basic salary when you're creating the objects, and in order to calculate the total salary, or you just need to print all the details along with the total salary using the formula which is given below. So it's very simple formula. So the project manager will have a different salary, the team leader will have a different implementation. So basically these formulas are the three different implementation of the pure virtual function that you need to override. Very simple programs, but you need to do them yourself. And as I told you, if you have any problem, please get back to me